NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. NFL owners unanimously approved the sale of the Washington Commanders to a partnership group led by Josh Harris from former owners Dan and Tanya Snyder. Harris bought the team for $6.05 billion. That's the highest sale price ever for a North American sports team. But the league also announced on Thursday the findings of an investigation led by former U.S. Attorney Mary Jo White into allegations of workplace misconduct and potential unlawful financial conduct made against Snyder and the team by former employees of the Commanders. The NFL fined Snyder $60 million as a result of White's findings. But you can see training camp coverage of every team on Back Together Weekend, presented by YouTube, July 29th and 30th, only on NFL Network and NFL Plus. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nuggets
Spicy
and
Chicken
a Frosty.
Sandwich,
Dave's Single and a Frosty for me.
And a Frosty.
Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's, valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. Happy day. It's a Friday, 21st day of July, 2023. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. I'm Carroll, and the humidity creeped up on us, didn't it?
Yes, a little bit talcum powder number 2.
Yeah, that might help. Oh, well. Hey, it's summer in the valley, right?
It's summer, yes.
Okay. And if you're heading to San Diego for the weekend, it's going to be warm in San Diego, too. But Comic-Con is in full swing. And, well, you don't have to go to Comic-Con. Just kind of head around downtown San Diego around the convention center.
You'll see a lot of participants.
Yeah, all sorts of strange and weird people going on.
Chris, we're not talking about you.
No. I mean, Comic-Con for a lot of people, it's an authentic junior high school flashback. So,
yeah.
Okie dokie. Anyway, we've got birthdays to celebrate today. And were you growing up, did you have Spam on the menu?
We had it as part of our meal, at least once a week, probably, huh?
Okay, well, that was one of the things we did not have Spam, but Hormel Foods has introduced maple-flavored Spam to the brand's family of flavors. So other varieties of Spam are bacon, hickory smoke, hot and spicy, jalapeno, teriyaki, and now, of course, maple-flavored.
Yeah, hickory. I like that. Hickory smoked.
Yeah, funny how all the varieties of Spam have one thing in common. They all cover up the taste of Spam.
Yeah.
Okay. Spam, it's what's left over when they're done making everything out of a pig.
That's right. And how ingenious they are to what they do with that stuff.
I guess. And it's especially big in Hawaii.
Is it really? Well, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, I think because everything pretty much has to be shipped in, and you can ship in lots of those little cans of Spam.
That's right. Or you can see it coming and say, I'll ship it out.
Yes. Oh, let's see. How about a dad joke? Are you ready?
DAD, yes.
Okay. I used to play piano by ear Now I use my hands.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't say it was good, but...
well, that's not too bad, though, really.
It's a musician's joke.
Yes.
Birthdays today. Movie director Norman Jewison is 97. Actor Lee Lawson is 80. Singer Yusuf Islam, you used to know him as Cat Stevens, 75. Cartoonist Gary Trudeau, he does Doonesbury, 75. Actor James Sheridan, 72. Comedian John Lovitz, 66. Actor Lance Guest, 63. Actor Matt Mulhern, 63. Singer Fitz of Fitz and the Tantrums, 53. Actor Alicia Reiner, 53. Actor Ali Landry, 50. Comedian Steve Byrne is 49. Actor Sprague Graydon, 24. Actor Josh Hartnett, 45. Actor Vanessa Langis, 38. And actor Betty Gilpin is 37. Local birthdays coming up.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivyfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Dean Avendano, Angelina Marcos, Samuel Leon, Rebecca Heineke, Manuel Molina, Javier Martin Romo, Haley Ramos, Daniel Ramirez, Sarah Alvarez, Carmen de la Rosa, Danny Lineses, Lupe Colunga, Cole Edgman, Jesus Loera, Bianca de Leon, and Richard Bird. Happy birthday from KXO. Coming up, we'll update some news for you. We'll go in-depth in the weather and just kind of looking ahead. We're going to be in the 115 range pretty much through next week, Gene.
That's kind of what I heard. I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, I was forced to. So.
And I don't really remember the temperature. I remember it being hot, but... over 100 and, in the 115 range for so long.
Yeah, but at least it's holding steady.
Yeah, okay, yes.
It's not going all over the map. Or
yes,
anything,
okay.
Quality control.
We'll accept that.
Okay.
Okay. We've got news. A look at World and California news headlines right now. And they are brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, they're your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Special Report.
I left my heart.
Tributes are pouring in for Tony Bennett, who's died at the age of 96.
I always loved to sing. I had a passion for it. And my mom and my sister and my aunts and cousins and... they'd be in the kitchen all the time. They'd all be singing. And it always, my ears said, that's the way to sing.
He found new audiences in the 1990s.
Now, you know, guys, this is MTV. Stepping out with my baby.
About his longevity, Bennett said,
I really like what I do, and I take care of myself all the way, and I've just been lucky.
Later, he teamed up with Lady Gaga. E Street band Stephen Van Zandt calls Tony Bennett the last of the legends. He died in New York 2 weeks shy of his 97th birthday. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news, heated debate in Chino Valley where the school district board voted in favor of a policy requiring schools to notify parents if their child identifies as transgender. State School Superintendent Tony Thurman spoke against the policy and was kicked out of the hearing.
I respected the rules as they articulated tonight, and as a public speaker, as a citizen, I expect to be treated with the same respect.
Several hours of debate on the policy with the board ultimately passing it on a 4-1 vote. Massive search and rescue effort as crews try to locate a missing hiker in the San Gabriel Mountains. 43-year-old Colin Walker missing for nearly a week.
Ground personnel, air, and mounted resources from across the state are being utilized to find Colin and bring him home safely as quickly as possible.
South Pasadena Police Chief Brian Zielinski, family members say Walker had been doing research for a book on mountains and hiking trails. United Airlines flight bound for Taiwan diverted back to San Francisco International Airport because of a disrupted passenger. Chef Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Stop by Quick Lane at the Imperial Valley Mall, at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, or at El Centro Motors and say, I want the works.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, Imperial County strike team has been sent to the Rabbit Fire. Here's more on that story.
The fire is in Moreno Valley in Riverside County. It was first reported last Friday. Strike team from Imperial County was requested on Saturday, July 15th. The team, consisting of engines from El Centro, Hoteville, Calipatria, Sentinel State Prison, and Yuma Fire, left last Saturday. Hoteville Fire Chief Silva says the team returned to the county. All were safe and no injuries were reported. An update on the Rabbit Fire was released yesterday. The wildfire has apparently been stopped at 8,283 acres and is approximately 75% contained. Officials say one civilian was injured in the fire and 42 structures were threatened. As of yesterday morning, all roads surrounding the fire had been reopened and evacuations had been lifted. Officials say as of yesterday morning, there was a minimal fire activity, with crews strengthening the containment lines and patrolling the area to extinguish flare-ups in the brush. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A suspect is in custody following a Wednesday morning fire. Fire personnel responded to the area of Labroucherie Road south of Ayton shortly before 8 a.m. Wednesday. 3 units of the half-built and abandoned La Fuente subdivision were fully engulfed in flames. A witness reported seeing a man walking away from the scene and heading south on Labroucherie Road just after the fire started. Imperial Police located the suspect, a 45-year-old Roman Pestano, a transient in the Walmart parking lot. During questioning, Pestano admitted to being in one of the abandoned buildings when the fire started. Pestano was arrested and then booked into Imperial County Jail on 1 count of arson and 1 count of criminal trespassing. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And in other local news, a murder suspect has been arraigned. George Gale filed this story.
41-year-old Antonio Campos was recently bound over for trial. This week, he was in court to be arraigned on 6 charges. The felony charges include the murder of his ex-wife, residential burglary, 3 counts of forcible sodomy, and a count of stalking. The suspect entered a not guilty plea to all 6 charges. Rose Campos was found murdered in 2021. Campos' trial date has been set for January 9th, 2024. Suspect had fled the county. He was found in Colorado and returned to Imperial County to face charges in the murder of his ex-wife. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two, with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at kokopahresort.com.
Local news, Page 2, and weather, all served by K-Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties of sushi rolls. Do the numbers. Yeah, that's 1 for every state.
Continuing with the local news this morning, Customs and Border Protection releases their June update. Here's George Gale.
The update covers CBP activity in the month of June. In June, the first full month since the lifting of the Title 42 public health order, U.S. Border Patrol recorded 99,545 encounters between ports of entry along the southwest border. That's a 42% decrease from the month before. The total southwest border encounters in June that include individuals at the ports of entry were at 144,607, a 30% decrease from the month before. It was the lowest encounter numbers since February 2021. Nationwide drug seizures in June included cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, and marijuana combined by weight increased 7%. To date, in fiscal year 2023, CBP has seized more than 22,000 pounds of fentanyl compared to 8,300 pounds over the same period in fiscal year 2022. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A work truck was burglarized on Tuesday night. El Centro police say that they picked up, a pickup was parked at an Imperial Avenue motel when someone broke into the truck and took several items. Missing was an Apple iPad, keys, and prescription drugs. Police are reviewing surveillance video from the motel parking lot. Well, Womenhaven has a workshop that they're hosting today. Here's more in that story.
It is being held this morning. It starts at 10 a.m. Workshop will show you the basics for creating your digital resume for job seeking. It'll be held at the Womenhaven Thrift Store at 742 West Main Street in El Centro. It's open to the public. Workshop is presented by Womenhaven and Grand Canyon University. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at K Sushi, including for the kids. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says historically hot and dry conditions will continue across the region going into the weekend. Temperatures are expected to remain above normal going through the middle of next week. 118 our high yesterday, 88 the overnight low. Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 118. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. The winds then shifting out of the east-northeast. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 85. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. The winds will turn out of the southeast after midnight. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Mostly sunny and hot on Sunday with a high near 114. South-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 92 degrees downtown, 63% relative humidity. Wind out of the east-southeast 5 to 15 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and the weather, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials, the dinner menu featuring 16 different entrees. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your San Diego County Ford dealers. And right now, get 1.9% APR limited term financing on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck. Hurry in and test drive one today. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 36 months at $2,860 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/4/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays blanked the Padres 4-0. Blake Snell with a good start to the game, but Padres just couldn't score. Braves topped the Diamondbacks 7-5. Brewers blanked the Phillies 4-0. Reds topped the Giants 5-1. White Sox over the Mets 6-2. And the Tigers shut out the Royals 3-0. Mariners shut out the Twins 5-0. Orioles edged the Rays 4-3 in 10 innings. Cardinals topped the Cubs 7-2. And the Astros over the Athletics 3-1. Well, the NFL fined former Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder $60 million after an independent investigation concluded he sexually harassed a team employee, and the team withheld revenue from the NFL. Snyder was also cited for a lack of cooperation with the investigators. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said the league was satisfied with the outcome. Now all they have to do is collect, right? By the way, we did say former Commanders owner Dan Snyder. NFL owners voting during a special session yesterday unanimously approved the team sale from the Snyder family to a group led by Josh Harris. The Harris Group is paying $6.05 billion Yeah, the Snyder family bought the team for next to nothing compared to that.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
More in the NFL. Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, Jets quarterback, made his highly anticipated training camp debut yesterday, embracing the huge expectations and the excitement that comes with a fresh start. According to Rodgers, everything is different. The former Green Bay Packers star was traded to the Jets in April and says he's got to learn about his teammates. Speaking of teammates, Minnesota Vikings teammate rookie receiver Jordan Addison was cited Thursday morning for speed and reckless driving after an officer clocked him driving 140 miles an hour on a freeway just outside St. Paul. Addison, 21 years old, the number 23 pick of the draft, was not arrested, but the investigation into the incident is ongoing. We've got high school football coming up in less than a month. And this year, something new in the Valley, girls flag football, a competitive team sport, according to CIF. And there will be some local high schools competing in girls flag football. Way to go. I like that. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company says a skilled worker shortage will delay the start of Arizona chip production. Yesterday, TSMC reported a 23% fall in second quarter net profit, its first year-on-year drop in quarterly profit since 2019. And as they step up global expansion, the company said production at its first plant in Arizona will be delayed until 2025 due to a shortage of specialist workers. Meanwhile, AMC Theaters has scrapped their plan, what they had called Sightline, tiered seat pricing program, which began earlier this year, in which moviegoers who sat up by the front of the theater directly next to the screen paid less for a ticket compared to those who chose more desirable seats in the middle of the theater. In February, AMC said it was rolling out the initiative to all of its roughly 1,000 movie theaters. The company said at the time that AMC Theaters would offer 3 pricing tiers for tickets. Yeah, didn't work. What's happening on Wall Street right now? Kind of mixed. The Dow up 62 points at 35,286. The S&P 500 up 10 at 4554. The NASDAQ is up 2 points at 14,066. Meanwhile, gold down $6.10 an ounce. Oil is up 69 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 118. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those winds become east-northeast. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 85. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. The wind turning out of the southeast after midnight. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Sunday, mostly sunny and hot with a high near 114. South-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. And right now we see 93 degrees, 62% relative humidity. The wind out of the east-southeast 5 to 15. And through next week, we're going to be temperatures ranging between 110 and 115 through all of next week. That's it for financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
Is next. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. It won't happen this year, but it won't happen after next year's election either. CBS's Scott McFarland has more on the new timeline for former President Trump's felony trial in the classified documents case.
His first ever federal prosecution of a former U.S. president now has a tentative trial date. Judge Eileen Cannon, a 2020 appointee of former President Trump, set the date for May 20, 2024. And there are several key hearings between now and then. One of them, a classified information procedures hearing set for January 16th, the day after the Iowa caucuses.
Legendary singer Tony Bennett's death at 96 closes the book on the great crooners who emerged from the Big Bay by the Bay, but audiences across the nation and around the world gave their hearts to him. Over a 7 decades-long career, he would be called a national treasure, the keeper of America's songbook. And in the words of Frank Sinatra, the best in the business. Southwest, 117 forecast in Phoenix today. Palm Springs, California, 118. Amazon may have conquered retail on Earth. CBS's Jim Krasula says the plan now is to go higher.
Amazon has started building a $120 million facility at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida for its thousands of planned internet satellites. Amazon is spending $10 billion to build and launch more than 3,000 satellites to provide broadband internet globally.
Tonight, South Florida is going to come alive as the soccer great Lionel Messi plays in his first game for Inter Miami. For fans, practice this week has been a sight to see.
We're here to see Messi because we think he's awesome. He's just really good. Yeah, and he shoots awesome. Yeah.
The stadium seats 18,000. Bleachers have been added in some spots to make room for 3,000 more. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 70 points. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. And you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
2 big movies are out, and for some of us, only both will do.
The weekend of Barbenheimer has arrived.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
Movie fans may be wise to bring a coffee thermos as they figure out how to see both big debuts today. This guy in L.A. thinks he has it.
I got the very first showing for Barbie, so assuming it's about 2 hours long, and then I'm going to try to rush over to go do Oppenheimer, which is 3 hours long.
We imagine a future. And our imaginings horrify us.
AMC says advanced sales for both Oppenheimer and Barbie are among the movie chain's all-time top 20.
Hey, Bobby. Hey.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And the word from AMC is it's scrapping its plan to charge more for better sightline seats and less for the front row. Testing in 3 locations found low demand for lower-priced seats. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivyfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
12:30 KXO.